morning all. How are you? Welcome to my channel Vijay Physics Sprint. సో చాలా మంది స్టూడెంట్స్ అడిగారు సార్ తెలుగులో వీడియోస్ చేయండి, తర్వాత 10th క్లాస్ సిలబస్ కూడా స్టార్ట్ చేయండి అని చెప్పేసి. సో ఈ వీడియోలో 10th క్లాస్ సంబంధించిన సిలబస్ స్టార్ట్ చేస్తున్నాను. దాంతోపాటు తెలుగు ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్, ఇంగ్లీష్ మీడియం బట్ తెలుగు ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ ఉంటుంది. సో ఈరోజు మనం కరెంట్ ఎలక్ట్రిసిటీ అనే టాపిక్ చెప్పుకుందాం. కరెంట్ electricity. So one of the important topic in physics, so very important for 10th class also, current electricity. ఈ కరెంట్ ఎలక్ట్రిసిటీ కన్నా ముందు మనం తెలుసుకోవాల్సింది చార్జెస్ గురించి. What do you mean by the charge? And how many types of charge? And what is the units? Right? So charge, it is nothing but the basic property of the elementary particles. The basic property of elementary particles which is known as charge. So elementary particles అనేసరికి మనకి ఎలక్ట్రాన్ ఒకటి గుర్తొస్తుంది, తర్వాత ప్రోటాన్ ఒకటి గుర్తొస్తుంది. సో ఎలక్ట్రాన్ వచ్చేసరికి నెగటివ్ చార్జ్, ప్రోటాన్ వచ్చేసరికి పాజిటివ్ చార్జ్ వస్తుంది. So the basic property of the charges, it is known, the basic property of the elementary particle is known as charge. We have two types of charges, positive charge and as well as negative charge. So if equal number of positive and negative, for example ఒక ఆబ్జెక్ట్ లో ఈక్వల్ నంబర్ లో పాజిటివ్ అండ్ నెగటివ్ చార్జెస్ ఉంది అనుకుందాం, అండ్ దట్స్ సెడ్ టు బి న్యూట్రల్ బాడీ, న్యూట్రల్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్. సో న్యూట్రల్ బాడీలో పాజిటివ్ చార్జెస్ ఉంటాయి, నెగటివ్ చార్జెస్ ఉంటాయి, బట్ ఈక్వల్ నంబర్ లో మనకి ఈ చార్జెస్ ఉండడం వల్ల దాన్ని న్యూట్రల్ బాడీ అని చెప్తా ఉంటాం. సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద యూనిట్ ఆఫ్ ద చార్జ్? సో చార్జ్ ని ఎప్పుడు కూడా కూలంబ్ లో మెజర్ చేస్తూ ఉంటాం. సో కూలంబ్ is a unit of the charge or ampere second, right? Ampere second or simply దీన్ని కూలంబ్ లో ఇండికేట్ చేస్తూ ఉంటాం యూనిట్ వచ్చేసరికి. సో టైప్ చార్జ్ ని జనరల్ గా Q తో ఇండికేట్ చేస్తాం, Q or capital Q, small q, whatever it may be. So charge Q equal to NE అని రాస్తూ ఉంటాం. N is an integer, the value of N is equal to 1 2 3 4 up to so on, and E is a charge of electron. Charge of electron. So charge of electron, you have to remember, ఇది మీరు గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి, 1.6 10 power of minus 19 coulombs. ఇది కాన్స్టెంట్. నెగటివ్ చార్జ్ అయితే కనుక -1.6 10 power of minus 19, పాజిటివ్ చార్జ్ అయితే కనుక +1.6 10 power of minus 19. So the charge always written as Q is equals to plus or minus NA, plus for positive charge and minus for negative charge. So in the charge information, charge, what is meant by charge? The basic property of the elementary particles and types of charges, positive and as well as negative, and unit of charge is equals to coulomb or ampere second. Generally coulomb and indicate చేస్తాం, C తో రాస్తా ఉంటాం coulomb వచ్చేసరికి, and charge always is equal to Q equal to plus or minus NE. దీని మీద ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ కూడా రావచ్చు. సో Q equal to plus or minus NE. N is an integer, the value of N is 1 2 3 up to so on, and E stands for charge of electron. So charge of electron is 1.6 into 10 power of minus 19 coulombs. Remember, in 1 coulomb charge, how many electrons will be present? ఒక coulomb charge లో ఎన్ని electrons ఉంటాయి and question వేస్తే కనుక just simply you can use this value Q equal to plus or minus NE. I will going to repeat this question. How many number of charges present in 1 coulomb charge? ఒక coulomb charge లో ఎన్ని electrons ఉంటది అన్నప్పుడు, so Q is equals to 1, calculating number of charges, E, charge of electron 1.6 into 10 power of minus 19, and solving for N, that is 1 by 1.6 10 power of minus 19. మీరు సాల్వ్ చేసినాక n వాల్యూ వస్తుంది 6.625 into 10 power of 18 ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ వస్తాయి. సో ఒక కూలంబ్ చార్జ్ లో ఉండే ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ నంబర్ 6.625 into 10 power of 18 ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ పాసిబుల్ అవుతా ఉంటాయి. సో దిస్ ఈస్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ అబౌట్ చార్జెస్. ఓకే, current. What do you mean by the current? The basic definitions will cover in this class: electric current and drift velocity. Okay, for example, you can take one conductor. conductor having huge number of free electrons. Huge number of free electrons. So conductors like metals have a very huge number of free electrons. Metals like you can take copper, zinc, aluminium, iron. So these are the metals behaves like a conductor. Conductors means which allow the flow of electrons. If electrons allows, so electrons కనుక allow చేస్తే అట్లాంటి వాటి మన కండక్టర్స్ అని చెప్తా ఉంటాం. సో కండక్టర్స్ కి బెస్ట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఏంటి అంటే మెటల్స్ అని చెప్తా ఉంటాం. So conductors means which allows the flow of electrons freely. Those are known as conductors. And example it is metals. So metals have huge number of free electrons. Example of metals it is copper, aluminium, red, zinc, iron. ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ అని చెప్తుంటాం. సో ఇట్లాంటి ఒక కండక్టర్ తీసుకున్నాం. ఈ కండక్టర్ లో ఒక క్రాస్ సెక్షన్ ఇమాజిన్ చేయండి. Imagine a cross section in conductor. For example, so this is a conductor. This is the conductor. Right, this is a conductor. So is a cross sectional area or this is a cross sectional area. How many number of electrons passing through the cross sectional area? Right? For example, here right side to left side, the number of electrons flowing from right side to left side per cross sectional area, right to left, okay, is same as left to right. The number of electrons passing from right to left is same as left to right. Then the net charge, the total charge through the cross section area, which is equals to 0, and that type of circuit is known as open circuit. Open circuit means number of electrons passing through the cross section area which is equals to 0. The net charge through the cross section area is 0. That is known as open circuit. In the open circuit, the electrons will move in random direction. For example, imagine these are electrons. Okay, these are electrons. Move in random direction. In different direction, random directions. So the net current through the cross section area is equals to 0. Then that is called as open circuit. Now, if this conductor connected to battery, what happens? This is without battery. Net current through the this cross section area is 0. If it is connected to battery, now it is connected to battery. Then what happens? So due to the battery, the electrons, this is external driven, is a potential we are applied. So due to this, the electrons move in one direction. Electrons will move arranged in same direction. All the electrons arranged in same direction. Now in this case, the net current through the cross section area is not equals to 0. All the electrons flowing from right to left. No electron moving from left to right. So net current is not equal to 0. And this type of circuit is called as closed circuit. In closed circuit, net current through the cross section area is not equal to 0. In the open circuit, the total current, the total charges through the cross section area is 0. Open circuit, and this is closed circuit. Now, how many number of charges passing through this cross section area? It is called as electric current, or simply it is current, represented with I. So the number of charges passing through the cross sectional area, it is known as current. So current I equal to number of charges passing through the cross sectional area, I equal to Q by T. Q, just now I said Q is equals to NE, so NE by T. I equal to Q by T, charge by time, Q by T or NE by T. So current nothing but number of charges. The charges passing through the cross section area per unit time, it is known as current. So charges passing through cross sectional area per unit time. Now I am writing what is a unit of the current. Just now I said charge, it is nothing but coulomb. Time, it is nothing but second. Coulomb per second, which is known as ampere, indicated with A. So ampere is one of the fundamental physical quantity, is a basic physical quantity. We know total 7 fundamental quantities. Among that, current is one of the fundamental quantity. So unit it is ampere, indicated with A. And formula I is equals to Q by T, or I is equals to NA by T, and or I equal charge by time, and unit is coulomb per second. Simply remember ampere. Ampere is a unit of the current. Open circuit, closed circuit, and current definition. And this theory is proposed by Drude and Lorentz. So according to Drude and Lorentz theory, electrons will move in random direction when it is open circuit. When it is closed circuit, all the electrons are arranged in particular manner in all one direction, so that the net current through the cross section area is not equal to 0. That is called as closed circuit. In the closed circuit, we are defining the definition of the current. So I is equals to Q by T, unit it is amperes. Okay. One more concept it is. See, without battery apply cheyaledu. Battery apply cheyaledu random motion అని చెప్పేసి అన్నాం. So due to the random motion of these charges, ఈ random motion వల్ల ఏమవుతాయి, ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ ఏవైతే random motion చెప్పామో, ఈ ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ లేదా చార్జెస్ ఒక పాయింట్ నుంచి ఇంకో పాయింట్ కి ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ లో ఉంటాయి, మోషన్ లో ఉంటాయి కనుక the velocity it is called as diffusion velocity. Diffusion velocity, the velocity of the charges due to the charge concentration difference. ఒక దగ్గర ఎక్కువ చార్జెస్ ఉంటే ఒక దగ్గర తక్కువ చార్జెస్ ఉంటాయి కనుక ఈ చార్జెస్ ఒక ప్లేస్ నుంచి ఇంకో ప్లేస్ కి ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ అవుతా ఉంటాయి. Due to the motion of the charges, right? So due to the charge concentration is different, the velocity it is called as diffusion velocity. So in diffusion velocity లో charge concentration different ఉండడం వల్ల, due to the change in charge concentration, if charges will move from one point to other point, the velocity of charge it is known as diffusion velocity. So two types of velocities, first one diffusion velocity and second it is drift velocity. Diffusion velocity ఏమో charge concentration వల్ల వస్తుంది. What do you mean by the drift velocity now? Now when you apply the battery, nothing but external electric field we are applying. Due to the external electric field, the velocity of the charge it is called as drift velocity, represented with Vd. So Vd means the velocity of charges due to external electric field. The velocity of the charges due to the external electric field, it is called as drift velocity. So indicated with Vd. Now, what is the drift velocity per unit electric field, which is known as mobility? Mobility represented with mu. Two types of velocities, diffusion, drift velocity. Due to the charge concentration difference, if charges will move one point to other point, the velocity of charge is known as diffusion velocity. Charge concentration difference ఉండడం వల్ల velocity diffusion velocity అంటున్నాం. డ్రిఫ్ట్ వెలాసిటీ అన్నప్పుడు ఎలక్ట్రిక్ ఫీల్డ్ అప్లై చేసినప్పుడు ఏదైతే వెలాసిటీ వస్తుందో ఆ వెలాసిటీని డ్రిఫ్ట్ వెలాసిటీ అంటున్నాం. The velocity of the charges due to applying the electric field, it is known as drift velocity. So velocity unit, we know that it is meter per second. And what is the drift velocity per unit electric field? Known as mobility. Mu to indicate chesta. So drift velocity unit it is meter per second, and electric field volt per meter. So unit of mobility becomes meter square volt second. Meter square per volt second is a unit of mobility. Diffusion, drift and mobility. Now what is the relation between this drift velocity to current? Next drift velocity. So next now we are discussing about relation between drift velocity to current. వీటి మధ్య రిలేషన్ ఏంటి అనేది నేర్చుకుందాం ఇక్కడ. So just imagine a conductor, okay, and the cross sectional area of the conductor A is the area of cross section, and length of conductor L is length of conductor. Now it is connected to battery. This is a symbol of battery. Okay, it's a positive terminal and this is negative terminal battery. Okay, now number of charges passing through the cross sectional area per unit time, it is current. Already we know I equal to Q by T. Now what is the volume of conductor? I am writing volume V equal to area of cross section into length A into L. Okay, per unit volume number of electrons or number of charges is N. Unit volume lo unna charges or electron N అని indicate చేస్తున్నాం. N stands for charge concentration or number of charges per unit volume. Number of charges per unit volume. ఈ టోటల్ వాల్యూలో ఎన్ని చార్జెస్ ఉన్నాయి ఇప్పుడు? Per unit volume it is N. Now number of charges in total volume, the total charges in conductor. Total charges in conductor, that is Q equal to per unit volume is N. Now total charge nothing but per unit volume multiplying with total volume. Per unit volume it is N into total volume into charge of electron. E, like Q is equals to, just now we wrote plus or minus Ne. N is total charges multiplying with charge of electron. Total charges multiplying with charge of electron, that is Q equal to N. Volume already I wrote A into L, of course E. Now what is current? Say as this is equation 1. So current I equal to charge by time, equation number 2. Substitute here, therefore I equal to Q means NAL by T. Okay, length by time, distance by time indicates velocity, that will be drift velocity. So therefore substituting here I equal to NAL by T drift velocity into E, or VD written as drift velocity is equals to I by NAE. This is the relation between drift velocity to current. VD equal to I by NAE. So the drift velocity directly proportional to current, inversely proportional to charge concentration, and inversely proportional to area of cross section. Okay, so this is the relation between drift velocity to current. VD equal to I by NEA. So in this class I covered the basic definitions of charge, electric current, drift velocity, mobility, and relation between drift velocity to current. Okay, so if you have any doubts, make a comment, just type your question in comment box. Okay, thank you. Like, share, subscribe my channel, support my channel. Thank you all.